Fresh 2020. It's the VlogKast. It's Wednesday. This one here is called It's Dark. B. Frankie. Yeah. Don't subscribe to this man. The instrumental definitely gives me New York vibes. Somehow, I'm in California just trying to stay alive by the daily. Catch COVID-19, pray for me. If I ever do get tested, believe I'm a fool. Did you hear about the two facilities in FL, Florida about to get rocked by what? Hurricanes, devilish things. Basically, they had 0 cases. Fast forward, mandatory testing, now several hundreds of cases. And I heard a long time ago, I'm talking many months, many moons, slow down. Because all the tinfoil hat conspiracy theory wearers, people think that they whack or off they meds or had a psychotic break, or maybe if you're really paying attention, it's going to present as paranoid, maybe. And they said the coronavirus, mind you, the tyrants, they want you to take the test, get tracked and trace, and if not, arrest or a fine. Even Trump had to fall in line. Try the Abbott test and the other test. Definitely said that one was worse than the other. But I'm hearing, I hate to be the bearer of a bad news, but I'm hearing that people got it confused, and when they do test you, they're giving it to you. And I can't confirm, so I'm gonna say allegedly. Keep it cool. Copacetic. The bonds is deep. I can't regret it. I refuse to live that way. So every day I pray. Whether that's meditating, talking to the Creator, or conversing with my higher self, or speaking in tongues. I'm not talking about the charismatic Christian movement. I'm talking about the kind like what we're doing. 2 or more are gathered, put on a beat and get to chattering. You can call it the same language, and it doesn't count because it's not divine, but rewind. What's good? What's good? Hell of a hump day. Am I right? Am I wrong? So yesterday was Tuesday. What's the date? Today is July 22nd, 2020. So yesterday, I had to go back to the dentist because 3 weeks ago I got a filling, top right molar. And I was quite concerned, y'all. I was quite concerned. Since my babies was born, I ain't been to the dentist. I know you're supposed to go, what? Every 2 years? I'm just kidding. Every 6 months, right? Supposed to go to the dentist. And every time I go to the dentist, I'll get compliments on my teeth. They'll say like, "Oh, you have really great teeth. You know, what do you do?" And I'm honest. I say, "Well, I brush once a day. I floss once a week if I'm keeping it funky, and I will typically fall asleep with gummy bears in my mouth. That's my regimen." I don't take good care of my teeth. Sometimes I do better than others, but I attribute it to good genetics. So I just inherited good teeth from my parents, and I eat fairly decent overall. So like, did y'all know this? If you're the type of person that would like to brush their teeth after every meal, but you can't for whatever reason, you can eat an apple, and it's better than nothing. Well, it's fruit, it's got sugar, whatever. what did we do before dentistry? Shout out to the Dark Horse Podcast. I am now an official paying member. I support them monthly through Patreon. And because I get a ton of value from the content, from the podcast. I mean, every Tuesday at 12:30 Pacific, they're on live streaming. And then they do an hour and a half, and then they take a break, and then they come back and do another hour and a half of Q&A, of answering questions. And it is so insightful. It is what did I say it was? It was like a lighthouse in the tumultuous sea that is 2020. Something like that. So there's so much free content out there. It's like Napster, right? Why would you pay for an album when you could just download the songs you want for free? And I watch this, I consume their content every chance I get. So that's literally 6 hours of free content a week. And to join, I think you can even do $5 actually, $5 a month, which is less than getting 8 a week. That's like less than 50 cents an episode, and you're going to get so much value. Dr. Heather Heying, an evolutionary biologist, dedicated her life to science. Brett Weinstein, her husband, her life partner, evolutionary biologist, fell on the sword for all of us in 2017 at the Evergreen State College in Oregon. Look that up. And he stood firm. He didn't cave. He stood up for his principles, his morals, for common sense, for logic, for love and light, right? It's a shame that they do live in Portland and are dealing with the lunacy. But you know what? Who better to handle it than Brett and Heather? I have so much faith in their ability to have cogent discussions, make salient points, to be open to new and different information, to assimilate that information, to brainstorm in front of us in real time. I appreciate it so much. So I'm a big proponent of supporting small businesses, right? Voting with your dollar, right? Putting your money where your mouth is. So I did that. And ironically, as soon as I paid, because we all heard that old adage, right? When you pay attention, right? So I would often just nonchalantly log in when I could and watch. I thought, hey, if I pay and support them, I'll be more apt to make it a priority and share it and just be more proactive in their community, the Dark Horse Podcast community. And I have missed just about every episode since I made my pledge. So $11 a month I did, and you get some benefits. You get, I think once a month, if not more, you get a private Q&A session where it's just for the members, so it's less crowded. And let's face it, as time goes by, they get more popular. And, they were on Rogan, so they're getting a lot of new audience members that may or may not be there for the right reasons. I can kind of tell by watching the chat. But I'm super excited, and I'm super, super excited. I think about, it might have been tax day that I decided to do it, because I was like, people dread sending money to the government and these various bodies, but I was excited to send money to Brett and Heather, and I'm super excited for the first members only Q&A. And as a journalist, as a inquisitive mind, as a seeker of truth, I consider myself pretty good at coming up with questions. And so I'm really excited about that. And once you become a member, just so you know, there's a couple different ways to get their attention, right? So you can do a super chat, which is basically making a one-time donation that shows up in the live chat with the amount that you donated, and that will get priority. They'll see the question because of the donation, and then depending on the merit of the question, they'll answer it live on the air, and everyone gets the benefit. If you are a Dark Horse member, like I am now, you do get some type of priority with respect to those super chat questions. That's my understanding. So if you have a very pressing question about anything, evolutionary biology, the current state of the union, what's happening in the Pacific Northwest, what's happening on the national stage and the world stage, as far as just everything. They got great dispassionate insight. And it's really refreshing and lovely to see a couple, a married monogamous couple, I'm assuming, I'm presuming, whatever the right word is, and they don't always agree, but they always have fantastic, valuable conversations that they let us in on. So I look at it as relationship goals, as a breath of fresh air and some sanity, and they're basically professors in exile because of how that evergreen thing played out. And they did predict that what happened in evergreen, like what happens in colleges, always spills out into the real world, right? So if you go listen to the Joe Rogan episode with Brett Weinstein and Jordan Peterson from 3 years ago, and they talk about evergreen, you will think that they recorded this a month ago. It's that relevant. He predicted the future. Who else on the planet that you have access to that is brilliant, extremely intelligent, extremely empathetic, reasonable, trained in evolutionary biology, probably made the most important scientific discovery of the century in 1999, not exaggerating. Go look up the Portal episode, the Weinstein, the mutant mice, the telomeres, I forget the title, I'll try to post it. Literally, super humble guy, let somebody steal his work, and because are you going to be a person that sues, or are you going to be a person that pursues? I spew brilliance daily. So experience the evergreen, predicted these, what do you call it? Identity politics, fueling the civil unrest, predicted that. Also studied virology in bats. Okay? So if there is a person that can make sense of what's going on, it's Brett. It's Heather. So sorry that I'm always promoting them, but it is important to me. I was actually a little bit disconcerted by how few people were on the live stream, but that's okay. People can go back and listen to it later. It's just, you have that feeling of community when you're watching it and it's live. I would love to talk more. I didn't even get to the subject I wanted to talk about, but I got a dip. Shout out to my boy Batman, Just Blaze, Royal Part 3. I got nothing but love for y'all. It's the Dark Horse Podcast. Oh, also, if you want an alternative to the duopoly, Trump, Biden 2020, think, the lesser of two evil. Check out the Dark Horse. It's the Unity 2020. It's crazy. They got an idea to put a red team, blue team, liberal, conservative on the same ticket. Think about it. We all need personal responsibility and liberties. We also need social programs that help prop up society. It's a tug of war. It's a battle. But it's not hard as taking candy from a baby rattle. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Remember, give your body, your mind, your soul, your family, your community the things it needs to fight the dis-ease. Fresh out.